You got this black woman over here cosplaying what she believes black women should be like, how she should take care of her man, how you should make him a plate and do for him and center him. But she dragging the community that built her up is so on brand. What's good, love muffins? Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're day one. I am Latrice Kelly. Yes, I got a bonnet on. I'm inside of my house. If that's a bother for you in any way, hey, I'll see y'all for the next video. I just logged off of work. You lucky I have on clothes. The other rules of engagement for this video are as follows. In no way am I being T-phobic. Okay? I'm trying to get around this YouTube copyright and sensitive content so I can be monetized. I also want to offer that we can disagree and agree in a way that is somewhat pleasant. I have a little community guideline. Before you type your comment, you have to read and acknowledge. Let's address why in the heck are we making the wrong people famous? Miss Netta and Charles. We had the power to not make them famous and viral. That's not to say people like her and him, because folks be saying that somebody in that household is getting an SSI check. And that's not to be ableist either or drag people who are in the community where mental health has not been adequately addressed. What you do in your bedroom is your damn business. A lot of people were saying at the beginning, they were confused as to who Netta and Charles really were presenting. Which again ain't our business. But the gender performance that they were doing was giving very much, you know, that energy that our grandmas and our aunties would always have when you bring a man to the house for the first family cookout or gathering and you bring him to and introduce him to why you ain't made that man no plate. So Charles, your lunch is ready became the buzzword du jour over there on the Clock app because she was performing gender in a way that was very much familiar and relatable, because that's what y'all say y'all want in your content creators. You want relatability, whatever you come on the internet for, right? And it caught our eyes, this oddity of this big, tall, Medea looking character, this man who presents somewhat attractive, I guess you would say, attracted to this obviously queer individual who has some feminine characteristics, but also masculine characteristics. And people were trying to put the two together, but at the same time, it was entertainment. It's fun. It's engaging for you. It's something to talk about again while you sitting there scrolling your feed. One thing you need to know out the gate, just transparency moment here. I blocked Miss Netta when the whole thing dropped. What did she say? White women are more smarter. That's how she put it. And they stay in their business and they stay in their lane.
To all the black African American women, listen at me and listen at me clearly. If you don't want me coming for you, then just stop for me, okay? And then you want to put it out there, Miss Netta don't like black women, but that's what she's trying to be. No, it's not. I ain't trying to be no woman, because I can say some of the baddest things about some women that I know. So hell no, I ain't trying to be no black woman. If that's the case, I want to be a white woman. Because they more smarter. Because y'all sit up, y'all act so damn ignorant and act like y'all don't know how to get shit. And y'all just then you want to sit up and want shit given to you all the damn time.
Delulu is a plenty within Miss Netta. Again, that's not her fault. That's our doing too. The people who watch the content, I would just scroll by. But I will always see the parody videos. I would see people making commentary about her. Then you also had the people who were saying, we are just jealous of Miss Netta. You all are attacking her. She's unproblematic. She's just cooking her man some food. Y'all just mad because y'all don't have a man. That's what the peoples were saying, okay? TikTok is the most unserious place. Let's just call it a thing. I feel like the toxic positivity culture over there goes a little overboard. T.S. Madison was like, y'all always call me a dude in a dress and a wig, but I very much have my mother's feminine face and features, but y'all are questioning.
I'm not trying to be funny, and I don't want, I talked to you about this before we got on the telephone.
That's right.
When y'all was going through this whole thing of trying to figure out what Miss Netta was, a lot of y'all were confused on Miss Netta's gender or gender identity. Lots of people were confused. And then, I'm sitting up here giving all of this.
Come on.
And the things, and the immediate thing that you go to scream at me is man. But then you're confused. And I look like my mother. And so it's man. But then you were confused on Miss Netta?
When she clearly, like, she just finished cutting some grass.
I didn't say that about Miss Netta.
I know I did.
But they're unserious. People were calling Netta and Charles couples goals. We want what they have. Then it was about, oh, you all are just playing into desirability politics because she looks a certain way. You think she's not deserving of love. No one ever said that. I know I didn't. I just minded my business. Again, I kept scrolling when I would see their content. The accusation that the audiences are jealous because she has a man was just a little bit too much for me, because you could throw a penny and find a man. Now, quality of the man, that's what people have to question. But it's not that hard to get one. I feel like people was putting like 20 on 10 with that. It was very much obvious comedy, because one thing about it, she was unboxing like KFC and putting it on a plate and saying, Charles, your lunch is bready. And I know a 2-piece and a biscuit from KFC when I see one. I know the KFC gravy. We are familiar with one another. I feel like she was putting on this very much this overacting gender performance. Charles was not there for her shenanigans. You can kind of tell that one of the two of them came up with this concept and the other is just playing into it.
Amen. Okay. Yes, I'm standing over him. Yeah. Standing right over you.
Yeah, back up too.
No, I ain't backing nowhere.
They even went on a little tour, if you will, and met their fans. Again, the Delulu, because they were cutting and pasting the audio, people yelling their name from larger attended venues to like walking into a club. They cut and spliced this audio of people saying Netta Charlie. It was like 4 people. But then they ran it on a loop, and then the people who recorded it from the other side, you could very much tell no one was there. A meme is meant to be just consumed very much quickly. It's buzzworthy. It's sensationalized for a burst of time. It's not meant to be consumed over and over again. What happens with them is she was always going live and recording every minute of their day. So she's sitting in the backyard in a inflatable hot tub, and then the comments were golden because people were like, that water is dirty. And then she started recording herself in her kitchen, doing everything, unboxing her fake Gucci and Poochie purses and trying to tell everybody she got a Birkin, but it was wrapped up in glad bags.
Where and when Miss Netta went wrong with this whole controversy about dragging black women? She don't know how to organize her live events. She's rambling. She's reading every comment, reacting to every comment, scrolling, looking for the mess, and looking for the people who are picking at her, which that's her right to do. But at the same time, if you get social media famous, it's your responsibility to go get some media training and learn how to conduct yourself like a business. So lives are not for recording every single mundane detail of your life. This man is sitting there just wanting to eat dinner sometimes. That's the fine line. Food content creator. You have to pick and choose where the line is between I'm filming this for an audience or I'm filming this food to actually eat. Sometimes it's both, but also you need to do it in a way that is not intruding on your family's privacy who wants to just have a normal meal. She don't understand the line. So when he starts getting short with her, snappy with her, and she want him to smile and kiki and laugh when they unboxing the gifts and things people send him, and he's just sitting there like, what do you want from me, woman? Joe Netta is very clear that they don't know how to delineate what is life and what is content and what is this is business. And then what is private. She dragging the community that built her up is so on brand that it often happens that the people who cosplay black women the hardest often snap off black women at the knees when you feel like they're not doing enough for you or doing enough to continue to build you up or shield you from the bullshit you're pulling. I've had to block her and Charles's account. I've blocked that guy with the obnoxious long claw nails with all the little trinkets and little nail jewelry because he's cosplaying me and I don't want to see that. I know how to see me. I know what I want to see in my social media feed. I've also blocked that guy who makes fun of Zacchaeus and puts the Afro puffs in his hair. It's insulting at the end of the day. Over here cosplaying what she believes black women should be like, how she should take care of her man, how you should make him a plate and do for him and center him and dance for him and all the little stuff she does with her little shake and shimmy. Again, performance. Again, she finally admitted that Miss Netta is a character, that she does not identify as a trans woman, that this is very much a put on act. So she's cosplaying us, but she also can't stand us in the same breath because she feels like black women are making fun of her or are tearing her down, which no one's tearing her down. We're just reacting to what you're putting out there. The parody of you. I feel like she's very much given this satirical look at what she believes black women could be like or should be like. And she's selling it in this way. But when people said they were not going to buy it anymore because they're like, girl, you got to calm it down.
Are you talking about when she called y'all stupid black? Or are you talking about when she said that she liked Donald Trump because he gave her $1,200 to get an endless supply of goddamn two-piece Gucci sets from the flea market? Listen, we all know how I feel about Mistress Netta on this app. And at this point, I can't help my sister. She's too far gone. And I am washing my hands with her. I am done with her. I will no longer be Captain Save-A-Ho for no bitch on this app ever again. Because fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 2 times, it's still your fault. Fool me 3 times, I'm the fuck. So yeah, girl, I wish her and her double wide trailer and Charles and his goddamn Larry the Lobster body the best of.
And like clockwork, just as every other example of a social media mishap that has happened in the history of time since Al Gore invented our good old fabulous World Wide Web, Miss Netta has now had to issue an apology. She's been dragged on 35,000 different lives on TikTok. Multiple videos, responses have come out where people are like, girl, you went too far. You talking out your side of your neck about black women. Black women were the blueprint that you're trying to mock and make fun of and present as, and then you tearing us down. The response was swift. Her little apology through her mumbled up, crumbled up mouth that we can never understand nothing with that ass tongue. Nobody cares anymore. Here's what's gonna happen. She's gonna continue to make videos. The people who support her will continue to support her. We've seen this a time or 10,000. Okay. I don't know if she's in a position to get so-called brand deals and collaborations. I've not seen an ad or a sponsored ad anywhere in my timeline with her face on it. But again, I did have to just block her. I also feel like that appearance on an Auntie podcast, which I don't have Zeus Network, but I did see people recap and review it, that they dragged them. Honey, her wig was sliding off her head, literally. And Charles was wearing a doggone waist trainer. I mean, these people have no shame. But she's supporting 45, which again, she is sealing the fate, closing the coffin for herself. If this is the person you want to support who's actively trying to remove everybody's rights, especially people that look like you, girl, have fun with that. Do you? We have made the wrong person famous. I'm trying to look at my notes. Keith Lee was somebody that we could use as a positive example. Social media famous, but has a generous heart, a compassionate spirit, and everybody loves him. And he's had a couple of missteps. He's gotten his footing back after said mess ups. Okay. That said, Jonetta, please have a seat because black women are tired. The cosplaying, the degradation of black women on social media for likes, views, and clicks is heavy. Let me sip my water before I say this and get myself canceled. And this is me holding Miss Netta's hand virtually. Y'all love to promote these ads from Better Health out here on YouTube and all the other social media platforms. Seek counseling, seek help, seek support in a real meaningful way. Go get some media training. Don't be like Shamar. Shamar, who is somewhat beloved on the social media streets, but I feel like people of their ilk, of their mental capacity, if you're following me, what I'm trying to say. Also, Milo, do y'all remember Milo? That might be a deep cut.
Andrew Caldwell is another one. Everybody has phones. Social media is the great equalizer. It doesn't matter the ability, the socioeconomic class, race, gender, orientation, that some people are out here doing what they want to do without having the proper training or vetting or people to help protect them or educate them on how to use their platforms wisely before they're given more privilege and opportunities. Go forth and be great.
You go and be great with your lavender. Go. Go back to where you came from.
I support all of us, not just some of us, all of us. But don't pull me down at the same time because you want to exploit what I represent and what other Black women represent. You have all these followers, you have all these people on your page daily for all these lives. Why not do something to promote mental health services for Black women? It's something. And I know I sit here and I do YouTube reviews. I'm not exactly curing cancer, but what is the end goal of this platform that you have? What are you using it to do? What is your cause? What is your purpose ultimately? Okay, I'm Latrice Kelly. Thank you for watching the video. I hope it made some kind of sense.